Oh, shit. Yo. Hey, yo. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Woo! Woo! Wait a second. Hold on. Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. Hold the fuck up. Hold up. Hold the fuck up. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. We not doing no fucking bout. That shit just not happening. The motherfucking Philadelphia Eagles, a team with Super Bowl aspirations, got a Super Bowl last year, defending champs. Pretty much the core is intact for the most part. You know, we missing a CB2. Defensive line ain't looking like the same defensive line as last year with some key departures here and there. You know, type shit. Oh my God. Oh my fucking gosh. Son of a fucking bitch. Shit. I cannot believe this shit. I can't believe it. I'm not going to believe it. I cannot believe what I saw last night. We lost 34 motherfucking 17 to the New York Giants with a rookie quarterback, with Malik Nabers, their top target, out for the year. Jackson Dart, I got to give you your respect, brother. I roasted you. When they took Shador over you, I was making fun of you. I said your ass run like a little penguin and shit. Hold on. I said your ass run like a little penguin and shit. I was wrong. I owe you an apology. You're him. Now, granted, sophomore slumps are real, but for what I seen, there's some things you can't teach that Jackson Dart got. Competitive nature, the will to win, heart, toughness, grit, and the mentality is there. The mentality is in the right place. This dude Jackson Dart, he's not just a quarterback. He's a football player. And I'm an Eagles fan, a rivalry, whatever. And Cam Scatterbo, I haven't seen a motherfucker run like that in a long time. This dude, Scatterbo's like the fucking modern day Mike Allside. Like this dude, he the real deal. Jumping into Andrew Mukuba, and we're going to talk about Andrew Mukuba. We're going to talk about a lot of motherfuckers today. We're going to talk about a lot of motherfuckers today. We're talking about those niggas over there behind me, and to my motherfucking self or whoever else popping in this motherfucking stream. We're going to talk about everybody today. We talk about your mama, your grandmother, your uncle, your auntie, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your everybody, nigga. We talk about the new motherfucking newborn baby that came. Nigga, we talk about the motherfucking puppy that just came in us on this earth, nigga. We talk about everybody. We talk about that little lazy ass motherfucking basset hound you got. We talk about everybody. We talk about the goddamn goldfishes in the tank. We talk about every motherfucking body today. Everybody getting talked about, nigga. Everybody. Every motherfucking soul is getting talked about today, nigga. That cat that just sleeps all fucking day, we talk about that nigga too. We talk about the farmers. We talk about the pigs. We talk about the pigeons, the crows, the goddamn chickens. We talk about everybody. Everybody is getting this smoke today. Every motherfucking body. Everybody. And some of you fans, You definitely getting the puff pass, nigga. Everybody getting the fucking smoke today. Everybody, nigga. Every motherfucking body is getting smoked. Everybody. Especially after this fucking... Bro, this man was playing practically with practice squad receivers. And that's why I gotta give Jackson Dart my respect, because give a quarterback a situation like him, no real number one wideout. Those guys are practice squad players that he played with. Outside of Wan'Dale Robinson, who will probably be like a number 2 on most other teams. He's a number 2 on this team. But still, the point remains. He's actually number 3. I'm lying. I'm capping because I think Slayton is number 2. He was injured. Yeah. So, got a lot to talk about. Man. I'm not going to go in order. I'm just going to talk about a lot of random shit. Okay. First and foremost, we're going to talk some shit about Amazon Prime. I understand my internet is my internet. I get it. But explain to me, Amazon Prime, why is your shit glitching? Like I didn't purchase a service. I'm up here trying to stream the goddamn game on my computer because it's a wider screen so I can see what's going on more on the field. I couldn't even do it. I had to go redirect the shit to my phone. Because the shit kept lagging. It would lag to the point where it would skip the play. So I couldn't even see what the fuck was going on. So Amazon Prime, I don't know what the fuck is going over there. I don't know if you niggas is too busy fucking trying to get more side chicks for goddamn Jeff Bezos, but you niggas need to fix that shit. Fix it. Call a plumber, call a goddamn construction, call a contractor, fix that motherfucker. Find somebody. Call an IT guy. I don't know what the fuck I gotta do, but you gotta fix that shit. There should be no reason why, if I pay for a goddamn service, it should be that fucking terrible. Now, granted, my Wi-Fi is necessarily the best. I'm not Casanat. Alright? I'm not Speed. I'm not your rage. I'm a rage today, but I'm not your rage. So my internet ain't the best right now. I does what I got to do. Alright? The bottom line is this. We got a lot of straightening to happen. Jalen Hurts, we'll start off with you, brother. 24 for 33, 283 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 7 carries, 13 yards, and a touchdown. Now, there's a lot of fans that say, Hurts is ass, he's ass. And this is why I can't fucking stand Eagles fans. You niggas is going to be on the wave that Hurts ain't really that good? Or Hurts is good, just need to clean up some things. I am not telling people to sit up there and don't hold Jalen Hurts accountable for when he makes a mistake. That interception, missing A.J. Brown wide open, missing a wide open Devontae Smith, which is some of the things that he was doing in the previous game, okay? We should hold him accountable for the mistakes that he does make. He makes his mistakes. He missed some guys wide open. But you know what? He's not given much opportunity. And let me tell y'all the kicker. Let me tell you the goddamn kicker. You know the motherfucking wheel route that we seen last year with Kellen Moore, especially in the Green Bay game in Brazil? Guess who called the play? And guess what happened? So Saquon was mic'd up. The wheel route, he was like, that wasn't even in the playbook. What the fuck? What do you mean it's not in the playbook? How the fuck is a successful play, a successful route that you used last year is not in the fucking playbook? Explain. How the fuck is it not in the playbook? Sirianni and Patullo, because here's the thing. Here's what everybody got to keep getting fucked up. This is Sirianni's scheme. This is his offense. Everybody keeps going, forget Petulo, but this is Sirianni's offense. And truth to be told, unless they go with a completely different scheme, these issues will continue to show up for the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm not telling you to go fire Nick Sirianni. I think his success in the postseason and what he's done to transform the culture, it warrants him staying here. But you have to get a new scheme. Now, granted, you can't get it this year. And you have to be really, really careful and very cautious about the next move that you're going to make in the future. Because I'm going to tell you something right now. And we're going to double back to Jalen Hurts. But I want to talk about this right now. This offense will not change at all. It will either be the same or it's going to continue to get worse. You don't make 180 in the middle of a season. And if you guys remember 2023, because I'm pretty sure it's still in you guys' mind. It damn sure is in my mind. 2023. Okay? 2023. How should I put this? I'm trying to think right now. 2023, you remember our defense was so bad. Sean Desai was terrible. Awful. So then they brought in Matt Patricia. Broke up the locker room. Everybody was like, oh, Slay and Patricia was laughing. Then I heard Patricia try to say something to Slay. Slay was like, man, get the fuck out of my face. You know how you got a badass kid in a classroom with that teacher that he don't really fuck with, and it's a badass kid, but man, I ain't trying to hear you right now. I ain't shut your ass up, bro. All right, bro. That's how Slay was acting when Matt Patricia was trying to talk to him. Patricia made our defense worse. We was on rock bottom, and we got fucking crushed by the rock. So we was under the rock like, help me. Patricia came in, help me. So that's what happened. So the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying is this. A lot of you guys are going to say, we should just bring Mike McDaniels in as a consultant, this, that, and the third. Something, right? You got to be very, very careful putting in some new voices and trying to change things because, and for those that don't know, don't watch Miami games. Miami, all the way up until recently, because they have to. In a traditional sense, Mike McDaniels is not known. His way his offense is structured, it doesn't involve the tight end much. They only started doing that as of recent because they have no choice. But the way Mike McDaniel's scheme is from an offensive standpoint is actually not involving the tight end whatsoever. So you got to be very careful the amount of voices you put in because all you're going to do is compound the situation. Right now, we're on the rock. Once we get crushed by that rock, it's over. It's done. It's finished. It's over. So Liam Neeson movie is over. I got my daughter back. Now I can go home and watch the game. Not the Eagles. And we got to address the elephant in the room. Drew motherfucking Brees. You niggas was glazing. I'm talking about glazing. Glazing. To the umpteenth motherfucking power. Glazing, dog. Glazing. You guys were glazing. Man, Drew Brees was right. Wow. I think he had a point. You niggas was glazing. I'm surprised right after all that goddamn glazing, y'all didn't go open up a factory or something. You didn't go open up not a factory, sorry, a bakery. All that damn glazing y'all was doing. Man, I think Drew Brees was on to something. Really? Well, why didn't Drew Brees get to another Super Bowl and only make one conference, maybe two, and that's being generous. One conference championship post 2009. Why did he never get back to the Super Bowl? Why was his Super Bowl had an asterisk next to it? Because allegedly the players had the Bounty Gate scandal and were getting paid to do dirty shit to quarterbacks. So technically they didn't even deserve to even get in the goddamn Super Bowl. Okay? What are we talking about? Now, I'll give Drew Brees credit on one thing. Yeah, this offense is very primitive. This offense sucks. From a schematic standpoint, definitely not talking about the players. But here's the thing. You know, to guys, hold on. Football fans. For you Eagles fans to be football fans, quote unquote football fans, right? You understand football, it takes a team effort. Jalen Hurts, while we are not going to absolve him for some of the mistakes that he did make, we're not going to absolve him to say that he can raise his level. But saying Jalen Hurts suck, he's ass. You guys you don't understand football. It's a team sport. When your play caller is handicapping you, he's handicapping you, you can't see shit, you can't feel shit, you're trying to walk and you're busting your ass, what you expect that man to do? A mistake? A bad decision was bound to happen. Jalen Hurts ain't God, he ain't Jesus. Okay? Mistakes are bound to happen. When you guys get into that's why you guys don't understand football, because you can only uphold yourself for so long. And then of course the Twitter trolls are loud. You know what I love about NFL fans, or quote unquote NFL fans that be on Twitter and shit? When Jalen Hurts makes mistakes or doesn't play well, I knew he wasn't a top 5 quarterback! I knew it! When he plays well and you have nothing else to fucking talk about and you actually have to go get a life and get off Jalen Hurts' dick because he has a fiance, this is what y'all do. Oh, so how do you guys feel about Jalen Hurts' 300-yard performance? He threw 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. It was 19 for 24. You guys have nothing to fucking talk about. And then let me tell you something about Kirk motherfucking Kirkstreet. And then everyone wanted to say, well, oh, the Eagles really were the best team. Oh. Shut the fuck up. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Now, granted, yeah, as of late, we're not the best team. But if we put everything together, the peanut butter, the jelly, the peanuts on the side, maybe a fruit cup, put everything together, we can be and we should be. The roster is come on. Most talented running back of all time, greatest offensive line in the NFL right now. Now, about the O-line, Brian Burns. This is what Brian Burns was doing to Brett Toth and Jordan Mailata. Now, granted, in the second half, I will give the O-line a pass because they did play better. But this was Brian Burns to Jordan Mailata and Brett Toth. So, this chair that I have on the ground here, this is Jordan Mailata and Brett Toth. I'm going to play the role of Brian Burns. That was Jordan Mailata, Brett Toth inside. That's all it took. That's all it took. So I'm not going to lie to you. We can say, oh, injuries, they're banged up, X, Y, and Z, this, that, and the third. Okay. But not okay. Because once you play, I have to go, my analysis. Now, if your play is being hindered by your injury, I can give you the benefit of the doubt. It was a time, I think it might have been last year, early last year. The Rams played the Bengals on Monday Night Football. Joe Burrow was not playing good, but I could tell that his performance was not really a bad performance. It was linked to the fact that he's not 100% healthy, and it was clearly affecting him in that moment. So I gave Burrow a pass. I said, you know what? But once you out on that goddamn field, not 97% of the goddamn time, I gotta evaluate you on what I see. With these 4 eyes. 2 on the glasses, 2 regular. I gotta evaluate you based on what I see from that. And when I see from that, the O-line is not looking like the O-line from last year. Same players, performance, trash. 2 Siskel and Eberts. Trash. But everybody's saying Hurts garbage, trash, all that other shit. Y'all niggas be talking. But the reality of the situation is this. He's human. And it's only but so long you can try. And again, the things that Jalen can clean up is, consistently go through your progressions. And let me just say about Kirk. Kirk Herbstreit is, these motherfuckers get on TV and start saying, first off, Kirk, why the fuck are you hogging up all the fucking jobs? You telling me somebody else can't do the NFL? Nigga, I see you on college every fuck. So this man's been doing college for years. Years and years and years. Since I was a pup, probably even longer than that. You want to do the NFL now? You tell me, I'm telling you right now, I think these niggas' home life low-key be fucked up. Because for some reason, it's like, it's cool to be versatile, but after a point, it's like, why the fuck are you doing all this work? You're making it decent. At some point, you just got to be satisfied, like, you know what, bro, I don't need all the goddamn money in the world. Some shit just ain't worth it. I've started to think these niggas hate their children. They hate their wife. They be lying and saying, "Oh, I got a ring. Yeah, I'm happy to be like, I can't stand this bitch. Every time you always go through my fucking phone, you think I'm cheating. Son of a bitch, I hate these stupid kids. Daddy. I'm not your fucking daddy. I raised them, not your fucking daddy. Fuck. I'm not your daddy. Not today, I'm not. Daddy. Can I get a cookie? No, bitch. No! Eat a vegetable! Eat some broccoli! Eat some carrots! No! I think these niggas hate their home life, I swear to God. On my soul. Because you don't need it. We'll be working listen, you got college locked down. You got it locked down. Like 08 Reeves, you got it locked down. Like Quayon for the most part, you got the shit locked down. You don't need that many goddamn jobs, bro. Shit. Let one of the young guns get in. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. But anyway, he was on TV saying some dumbass shit. We was on a 10-yard line, 1st and goal. You know what the dumb nigga said? He said, "Oh, I think they should go with a tush push." We're at the 10-yard line. How the fuck how can Jalen Hurts go for 10 yards on a tush push? It's meant for a short yardage situation. What the fuck are you talking about? Then he's talking about how Jalen Hurts got to work on his intermediate game. What are you saying? How can you say some shit when 1, the play call is not even designed for intermediate routes, 2, the routes are garbage, 3, if you're looking at the game, he's throwing intermediate routes. What the fuck are you talking? What are you saying? You saying dumbass shit. And you can say, okay, throwing on the run needs to continue to develop, which I thought he did a solid job yesterday. And like Seth Joyner said, I disagree with him because he clearly can throw the ball away, and I've seen him do it. But y'all niggas just get on TV and just say anything. And I'm starting to think that you guys don't really mean some of the shit you say. Or maybe you do. I don't fucking know. But I feel like you don't. I feel like that right now, because me and some of us are very foolish as Eagles fans. And every time somebody says something about the Eagles, we always got to respond to it. What I have to learn is that I respond on my platform. I will not respond on social media. So that's what I will learn how to do from now on. I won't retweet their shit because here's the thing. The algorithm doesn't give a fuck about if it's a negative or positive comment. They care about, did you make a comment? That's engaged. Did you retweet? Did you like? All that counts for engagement. So the more interactions it gets that actually helps them. So whether negative or positive, it boosts their algorithm. And that's what Acho was in it for. Like he's kind of calmed down with the little ludicrous takes and kind of been a little bit more level headed with certain shit. But Emmanuel Acho's whole stilo was, let me say something inflammatory to go crazy on social media, and then their interactions and the engagement is going to help me get some sponsors, brand deals. That's the name of the game that we in. Pissed off Eagles fans say some dumb shit and have us react to it. Well, guess what? From here on out, I'm capping. I will try to not respond to these clowns on social media and table my conversations for my channel on my platform and talk about it like that. But former players, everybody gets everybody's just like, yo, if I'm broke, if I spun all my money, if I'm bankrupt, just say some stupid shit about the Eagles and the fans are going to respond. That's the name of the game, ladies and gents. All right. So for Jalen Hurts thing, and then y'all say he's ass. How the fuck? And it's like, you know what? This is going to segue into my point. So somewhat viral, Michael Irvin talked about a podcast. Now, I do be watching First Take from time to time, and Michael Irvin do be saying some crazy shit about the Eagles, but here's the thing. As a cowboy, a legendary cowboy, that I respect him. As a player and what he did in his career, I respect him. I think he's a solid guy. And I think he's a very entertaining media personality. Michael Irvin is that dude. What he did on the field, he's that dude. What he did in media, he is that dude. He definitely, respect to Michael Irvin 100%. He do be saying some wild shit about the Eagles sometimes, but oh yeah, I know you're saying it because you're okay. But I respect Mike Irvin. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. So he goes off on his podcast, and low key, I wanted to table this because I wanted to let loose on motherfuckers, but I'm gonna try to go back and forth. So there's a point as to why I was gonna do this regardless, but I think this adds to my point about it. I'm gonna make some commentary after this, so I'm gonna let y'all listen to it.
If you don't believe creating SOPs can take seconds instead of hours, you haven't tried Scribe. Check out the...
What's up, locker room? My phone was this dummy. This mother brother right here. Facts Over Feeling podcast talking about Deion Sanders couldn't play and cover the receivers today. Talked about the speed of the receivers today making a difference in this game.
I want to look something up real quick. But I'm going to let it play out. I just want to look something up. Okay. I just want to look at something real quick. My fault. I'm gonna let him talk.
And then he said, you know, Deion didn't play against guys like today. I mean, the guys today can really run fast. Deion didn't have to go against really fast guys. And then this mug puts my picture and Jerry Rice's picture up.
Prime wasn't covering the people that these boys are covering either. He's in an era where he's a fucking alien or somebody from the future that was dropped off in the wrong time.
But he could come in this time and
Yeah,
still
because
ball.
he can ball in this time. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like, the receivers from back then.
Might not be prime though. Who he gonna be?
Oh,
shit.
He said,
I'm
what
just
he
saying,
gonna
you got a lot of people, you got a lot of guys, you got to line up every week.
Every week.
Yeah, I
That's
get
a-
it. Elite wide receiver. I get it, but shit.
These guys
Yeah,
that he
elite
played against weren't that fast, bro. Like,
I don't know.
they were stronger, but they weren't that fast. These guys now, they big, they fast, they can jump.
Are you shitting me? I'm like, are you shitting me? Oh, wait. Oh, let me. We are the two most accomplished receivers in the history of this game.
Hey, you know, in fact, I'm not gonna make no dumbass. I'm about to say like, yo, Mike Irvin still be getting in the gym. You can tell, but like that's just a stupid ass comment.
You're talking about the most important things, championships, and your stupid ass talking about running fast like people weren't running fast back then. Are you shitting me? Why do you talk on a microphone? Why do you have a microphone? What the hell are you talking about? I don't even know your name. And I certainly don't know your game because you don't. I don't see you every year with a gold jacket in that Hall of Fame room. I don't see you anywhere great players are. So who the fuck are you to talk about what? Deion Sanders couldn't cover these guys today. First of all, I'm gonna do just like the airlines tell you. What does the airlines tell you when you're on the airline? If we have a problem, put the mask on yourself, then put it on your kids or any loved ones who are with you. So I'm going to save me in this dumb shit, and then I'm going to talk about time in it and save him from this dumb shit. Let me tell you something, Holmes. Let me tell you something. And the Bible says it. He that argues with a fool may be considered a fool, but I'm ready to be a fool today. Like, dude, do you really know what you're talking about? Do you really have any clue at what you're talking about? You think there were not fast guys in the league when I played? You think Tyreek Hill can outrun an Olympian like Bullet Bob Hayes, who played before me? You think he can outrun the Ronaldo Myers, who tried to play in this game? You know why he tried? Because they wanted speed in the game, but other things were required when we played. You mugs get to run around and play fucking 7-on-7 touch football. We had pain in our game, and y'all don't even know shit about pain. Every route you got hit, even running around in the middle of, you could get tapped by those linebackers. They took all of that out the game because y'all asses were soft, and you couldn't take it.
I've seen plenty of power banks over my 15 years of reviewing tech, but this Ridge one quickly became a favorite. So
really? Don't give a fuck.
You come from a damn era of everybody gets a trophy in NIL where nobody fights for a starting job. I ain't start. I'm going to go leave and start somewhere else. Get the fuck out of my face talking noise until you know what you're talking about. I will dominate this era of football.
Yeah, you
dominate.
Right. You would.
Football's not about running fast. It's not about speed. It's about getting the job done. It's about getting the job done. And you won't tell me you know somebody that got the job done better than me, better than Jerry Rice, that you're going to use our picture and trying to make your point? Are you stupid or are you stupid? That's why I hate everybody got a podcast. Everybody got a voice. And everybody don't know what the hell they're talking about. They will separate from ball, separation from the football. And it was allowed. It was encouraged. It was actually praised when you knock somebody out. If anybody hit your asses, they'll suspend them for 3 weeks. You couldn't even play when I played the game. And some of these fucks you're talking about, they couldn't even play when we played the game. And even to tap on to how dumb you are and how stupid y'all asses are with oh my God, when you started talking about, well, Deion couldn't play with these guys. I want to see him play with some real fast guys. See if he can play with all these speed guys. And then the first 2 examples you bring up was Chad Johnson and Justin Jefferson, who are not fast guys.
Yeah, so to add to his point, Chad Johnson, the difference between quickness and speed. Speed is up and down. Quickness is more or less like from a side to side laterally. So Chad Johnson, from what I know, what I've seen, he's known for that quickness, not necessarily straight. And again, I say he's slow, but his game was, I'm going like, you know what I'm saying, sauce your ass up. And then the hands was great. For Justin Jefferson is, you're not going to burn nobody, but he is a slot and a route technician. He knows how to get open. He catches everything, even if it's the goddamn common cold. He catches everything. He's a route technician, and he's really good in the slot. So really, that's where Justin Jefferson makes the, yeah. So honestly, that's a great point he brought, but I just wanted to elaborate on that. But yeah.
So I'm sitting here saying, what the hell is he talking about? I don't mind you being stupid. I don't mind you being dumb. I don't mind you not knowing what the fuck you talking about, but keep my name out your mouth when you don't know what you're talking about. Keep my name and my image. Don't try to shit on my work when I won championships on every level. On every level. When they can knock niggas out. I go passes in the midst of pain. Y'all don't do that. Y'all ain't never had to do that. So shut the hell up. Trying to shit on my career, on what I have done. You or none of these fucks can play and do the things I did, so shut the hell up. Sick of this shit. I take it, I listen. What about talking about where you caught me on pat? I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn about none of that.
All right, so I don't want to waste too much time. Again, y'all can watch on it's on Michael Irvin's channel. I'll just go watch the rest of that on there. But yeah, I say that to say this, right? There's a couple points that I want to take out of this. The first thing is, we as fans, we gonna say, right, trash, this, that, and the third. But we also got to keep in mind, right? It's good to have your opinion and things like that, but you have to be fair to players, because the reality situation is, it's super hard to even get in the NFL. So when I'm not gonna lie, I be wilding. I do be wrong. I'm okay with being wrong. I'm okay with being corrected. I have been wrong before. I'm not gonna act like that I haven't. I have said some things that I thought was gonna be great, and it hasn't happened, right? I thought motherfucking Dame Lillard and Giannis was gonna take over the league. Think about it like this: the transition ain't gonna be crazy, right? You gonna put that wall for Giannis. You don't know, bro. Dame Lillard could hit from the goddamn parking lot, and it is actually accurate shooting the basketball, and actually can drive to the basket. So like, how can you stop that? But it's just like, shit happens. So I've been wrong before. So it's okay to be wrong, and it's okay to give a hot take, right? But you gotta understand, there has to be some logic behind what you're saying. There has to be some logical reason behind it. You can't just say shit for the sake of saying shit, right? And you also got to understand this too, right? That's to piggyback off a point, because piggyback off my previous point, because I didn't finish it. When you make it to the NFL, that is the highest honor you can receive as a football player. There's only but so many players that get in, right? Right. I'm not going to go through the whole number and shit. Y'all look that up. There's only but so many players that get an opportunity. You can even have a really good college career and won't get into the NFL. For whatever reason, it just happens. Right? You could do really well in training camp and actually just get cut. Oh shit, yeah, great training camp, great preseason, and you got cut. You could be better than the starter, and you'll never get on the field. And your career would literally be like, everybody think, he wasn't that good, when really you just never had an opportunity. So I say it to say this. Fans are going to be fans, and it's okay to express your opinion how you express it, but you also have to do it with a certain amount of dignity, class, and respect. And the reason why I say that is because we can't do what they can do, otherwise we would be doing it. Does that make sense? And I think when you're speaking about guys like Mike Irvin, and you speak about guys like Jerry Rice, first off, Jerry Rice, and listen, I still don't like how he stuck his middle finger to the Eagles fans. I'll never forget that shit day in my life. But let's keep it real. 20 plus years of dominance. He was dominant in the 80s, and the 90s, and the 2000s. Not just on the 49ers, but also as a Raider. And was still cooking motherfuckers as a Seattle Seahawk. So 20 plus years and maybe some more change. Mind you, Jerry Rice was in the era where the passing, Bill Walsh was definitely huge when it comes to his revolutionary West Coast scheme. But here's the thing. The play calling now is so much different so much more advanced than it was back then. Back then, this is how quarterbacks were taught, right? Quarterbacks were taught this. So you had a split back. This was literally the offense, right? Now, I think over time shotgun did exist, but this is literally the offense. If you watch 90s football on that hard-ass AstroTurf, you got motherfuckers with these baggy-ass jerseys. They'll come right under center. And there's Troy Aikman. Troy. 3-step drop, and they got to let that motherfucker go. Nowadays, niggas, everybody want to be goddamn Kyler Murray. Now this shit it look more like a college offense. Everybody's like, 318. Settler. Oklahoma. Trash. Over high. Check. Set. Ooh. And then throw the ball. Back then, green, eggs, and ham. There's Troy. Oh, he throws it right away. I can't believe that he ended up throwing it right away. So this guy has played great, efficient football. Wow. That's the era that Jerry Rice dominated in. Split back formations. You know how we see shotgun and pistol on damn near every fucking team now? Like there's teams that go on the single back, but an I form. But damn near everybody's in shotgun and pistol for like at least like 75% of the goddamn game. That wasn't happening back then. College, the speed options, the RPO game. Now, let's look at it like this. You take the advanced play calling, right? Because they got their numbers. And also, here's another thing that he mentioned as well. The game was so much more physical. You have Roy Williams, horse collar, and then that shit was legal. So imagine a motherfucker dragging you back, you get hurt, and there's no call. And it doesn't say that all Roy Williams was known for was that, but that's what happened. Roy Williams drag motherfucker by the horse collar, and what happens is you lose control of your upper body, your lower body, and then now you start getting the ACLs and shit because you have no control on how you go down. You get what I'm saying? The hits across the middle. You got jack segments with goddamn Chris Berman. So the era was just so much, and he's right, like the big hits and literally knocking motherfuckers out. He said it, knocking niggas out, that was encouraged. And it was celebrated with the You Got Jack segments. So he is 100% right in what he's saying. We as fans, share your opinion. Don't be afraid to share your opinion. But also, you have to do it with some dignity and respect for these players that have done it and are doing it. So we may look at a motherfucker like, this nigga is trash. But you also, in the same breath, he got to the NFL. So that is an accomplishment within itself. Yeah, maybe on a professional level, he isn't good. But if you go up against him, he'll probably route your ass up. You carry that ball, you play backyard football, nigga, he look like goddamn Ray Lewis tackled your ass. That's nigga that you thought was on a practice squad, but they probably route your ass up. One-handed catch, maul your ass all day. So the NFL is the highest honor any football player can receive when it comes to getting in the league. This is the greatest league in the world when it comes to football. So the guys that have done it well, and mind you, Mike Irvin played for a run-first team. Cowboys had Emmitt Smith. They had that offensive line, a run-first team. Okay? So when you get the numbers that you get, and everything was just so caught up on fundamentals, and here's the reality situation. I'm going to break up another point too. They said that, oh, the guys run fast. First off, who's faster than Deion Sanders? How many guys that you can honestly say, because you're going to say Tyreek, you might say Xavier, who in your mind can say he's better than Deion Sanders? Bo Jackson was 230 pounds, and he ran arguably a 4.2 or a 4.1. Okay? Let that sink in for me. 230 and ran a 4.1, 4.2, something like that. Okay? Darrell Green, one of the fastest human beings to ever grace this planet. He played corner. I'm pretty sure Darrell Green can say step for step. And here's the thing, right? Because the game was so much more physical, fundamentals are a must. So when Kenny Smith made a comment about Kyrie Irving about the handles, I still think Kyrie Irving is probably the greatest ball handler of all time, in my opinion. I don't care what nobody says. I'm staying on that. I'm not just saying that because I'm a Kyrie fan. I'm keeping it real. Okay. He said, "Yo, we could do that." So in the 90s, you see a motherfucker be like if you play like the old Sega Genesis games and shit on like NBA Live 97 to 98. That's how they play, all slow and methodical and shit. When they at recreation and shit, motherfuckers get saucy, like, you know what I'm saying? But they could do that. It's not that they couldn't do it, but what was required, and here's the thing. That also speaks to the greatness of Michael Irvin and Jerry Rice, because they ain't got to pull out all the saucy moves. I'm pretty sure those guys could do the saucy shit if they want to. You know what I'm saying? But if they can line up regular and hit your ass with the fundamentals and still be able to produce at a high level in a very physical game and primitive to an extent when it comes to play calling, it speaks volumes. And it is okay. Again, it's okay to have an unpopular opinion, but you have to say shit with logical reasoning behind it. You can't just say shit for the sake of, oh, I'm trying to go viral with this. Because after a while, you think in your head, okay, you're going to get attention, but that, are we going to hear about you 3 years from now? Are we going to hear about you 2 years from now? So you're seeking 15 minutes of fame. You want that instant gratification. Oh, I just said something crazy. I'm going to have my timeline blown up. Motherfuckers be like, oh, yeah, Mike Irvin mentioned you. Oh, this is a dumb mistake. So the algorithm's going to help you a little bit. But just like the Island Boys, right? All the algorithm there, I'm an island boy. Get that, this shit ass, but they going up. I'm an island boy. And then, when the 15 minutes is up, you got to show that you actually have value. Now, I'm going to tell you what most people are going to think about me just watching my content. You do what you do for clicks. You do what you do for attention. I've even heard motherfuckers say, oh, you trying to rage bait. Boy, do I have some news. Boy, what are those? Boy, what do I have some news for you? It takes talent to do what the fuck I can do. Day after day, get in front of a camera, be entertaining. I don't write shit. I write some notes, but I memorize my notes to an extent based on what I watch. I don't write no fucking script. This shit is off my head. There's no script around here. I'm an actor, but I'm not acting in this case. Maybe I am just a little bit. Now listen, we all amplify the more entertaining, intriguing parts of ourselves. That's a given. That's going to happen. But I don't do shit for clicks. Nigga, I've been in this game 5-6 years. Nobody knows who the fuck I am. You think I give a fuck? No. You want to know why I don't give a fuck? Because I'm going to be me regardless. When I get on this goddamn camera and I do what I do it to my standards of what I believe is exemplary work. Whether or not the people feel like it is or it is not, I don't give a fuck. I do what I do at the level that I do it because I'm trying to measure up to my standards of what great content is. I don't give a fuck how any of y'all feel it. Whoever's in the chat, I don't care. You like it? Great. Fantastic. Welcome aboard. If you don't like it, oh fucking well. The earth's still moving. So what? And on to the next video. You don't like it? I don't give a fuck that you didn't like it. I posted it because I liked it. So I'm one of those type people, bro. Like I do this for me. Do it for me first. I don't do it for the people. The people flip flop. One minute they with you when you're doing something that they like to do, and the same shit with Jalen Hurts. And we're gonna circle back to Jalen Hurts' point, right? So Jalen Hurts, y'all be saying, "Oh, that's my quarterback." That's in the third. He has a game where he makes some really bad mistakes. He throws an interception finally. Hurts his ass. And then you guys are on the same boat with the people that make the little stupid ass memes and shit. Trying to be funny when really they just look stupid. So I say that to say this. Hopefully you should have integrity. And if you don't, God be with you. You should have integrity to know, like, listen, am I really doing this because this is my passion? Am I doing this because it's something I innately love to do? Or am I doing this shit to try to garner attention from other people? And if you're doing the latter, you are setting yourself up for failure before your career ever gets a chance to take off. Because you have no foundation. Your first impression is saying stupid shit. Not because you actually are gifted, you know what you're talking about, you did your research, you come up with interesting talking points. Even if the masses do not agree, that is fine. But your talking points have to have some intrigue to it, okay? You gotta have some intrigue. You have some logical reason. You have to do your research and watch the games and respect these professionals that go in that fucking locker room and go out in the field all types of weather and go out there and risk their bodies, risk injury, play through injury they probably have no business playing on. I could probably fuck them over for the rest of their life. You got to have respect for these players that have came and did it before you. And you also got to have respect for these players that are currently in the league. As I say, you can't be a fan. You can't call somebody trash. But understand that if we could do what they were doing, we would be doing it. We are not. We are on the couch talking. Well, I'm not on the couch. But you understand my point. If there's no foundation because your whole startup and rise to fame was built on bullshit, you have no foundation, that's how fast your fame is gonna go. You got your 15 minutes? 15 minutes is up. Now, that wasn't 15 minutes, that was more like 3 seconds, but you understand the point. So about the Jalen Hurts point, it's just really crazy how fans flip-flop. And even Eagles fans themselves, I'm going to call y'all out. Because how the fuck can somebody with 280 yards be ass? Let's see you throw for 50 yards in a game. Somebody that throws for 280 yards can't be ass. Now, can you say, okay, maybe the box score or the statistic doesn't necessarily match the performance from the optics level? Sure, but where's the logical reason behind that? I will say this. Jalen wasn't perfect. He missed opportunities. That was a bad interception. But Hurts can't be Superman all the fucking time. Some things just have to it is what it is. Okay? So you understand that Hurts, it's like every other quarterback, it's like Allen, Mahomes, Burrow, Lamar, whoever the hell y'all niggas glaze. You know, the list goes on. Herbert, you understand where I'm coming from. Nobody's perfect. Okay? And we just realized Jalen is just human. I don't look at this game and say, I look at this game in two ways when it comes to Jalen. We can say Jalen could play better, and we could also say that there are certain things that he, inexcusable mistakes. But there are mistakes nonetheless. And you move forward. Because he did throw for 280 yards. I was seeing him deliver the ball very well. Like really getting the ball out of his hands, playing in rhythm. It was a lot of great moments. So you gotta, everybody say, oh, when the game's on the line, oh, did you forget about the Rams? Did you get about the Denver Broncos who literally took the game away from us? Oh, but how soon we forget? Now all you can focus on is we lost. Okay. Don't give a fuck about what you're talking about. Let's have a conversation about this run game. Saquon Barkley, 12 carries, 58 yards. Man. I don't understand this football team, bro. I don't understand Sirianni with this constant need to keep doing inside. So in the first half, especially in the first quarter, we had some solid runs, and we just went away from it. And then again, any defense worth they salt because they got some guys. They got Dexter Lawrence in that middle. We got Brian Burns. They got Thibodeau. You know what I'm saying? They got some players over there. They got some hoopers. You cannot just run through the fucking middle all the goddamn time. And the Eagles, for some odd reason, feel like that's the only fucking run play in the world. And here's another thing too. Says, I guess Kevin Patullo, forgot that the wheel route actually worked last year. If Saquon, let's just say we're going to play devil's advocate. And again, I don't really like using that terminology to describe that. Let's just say Saquon, he's not getting his yardage. The run is not working. You can involve him in the passing game. He can catch the ball. Just letting you know, he can't. He showed last year he can catch the ball now. The wheel route last week showed it. So why the fuck aren't you implementing that in the goddamn playbook? Why are you not? Why are you not lining up Saquon at wide receiver? Why are you not being creative with this fucking playbook? Why don't I see a wildcat formation? Have some fucking fun with this offense. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Have some goddamn fun. Enjoy this offense, nigga. This should be like playing with toys. Like, literally, I swear to God on my soul. This should be like playing with toys. There's Devontae, AJ, Jahan Dotson, too. Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts. Nigga, you should be like a fucking kid in his room playing with toys. That's how this offense should be. That's how this offense should be. So all that shit. I'll save you. I'm having so much fun. But this offense ain't like that. It's boring. It's like being at a fucking call center. Yeah, you've reached to telecommunications. How can I help you today? Why the fuck is my phone off? Because you didn't pay. What? Oh, sir, I'm getting to the bottom of it right now. It looks like you haven't paid your bill in 3 months. Well, fucking fix it. Sir, I'm not able to fix it because... Well, why not? If you stop yelling, sir... No, I need an answer. Why the fuck can't you fix it? Sir, I'm going to ask you to refrain from using my... Fuck you and your mother, bitch! Fix my fucking phone now! Sir, I'm going to have to... Now, bitch! Sir, now! That's what this fucking offense is. It's like a fucking... It's like... Bruh. It's fucking brain rot. There's no excuse for this. None. Unfucking acceptable. Unacceptable. Devontae had a really good game. AJ he fit in where he fit in. You know what I'm saying? He did well. Take Bixby. All y'all saying he's ass, whatever. He's just not a good kick returner. That's what it is. Maybe he'll be good somewhere else. Over here in Philly? Yeah. No. Maybe he's good at a part of the offense, but with Will Shipley, there's not much room for. Will Shipley's by far the best returner, and I'd say Jahan. And, well, actually, I'd say Cooper DeJean, but we can't use Cooper DeJean because we actually need it. Especially how thin this corner room getting. We need him. A.J. Dillon fumbled the football. Thank you so much for fumbling the fucking football. And for the life of me, speaking of Saquon Barkley, why the fuck wouldn't you put him in the last drive? It's the last drive of the fucking game. Why are you not putting Saquon Barkley in? Explain. Patullo, Sirianni, explain. Why is Saquon not in on the last fucking drive? Why is A.J. Dillon in? Why? Why is A.J. Dillon in a game? Why? Why do y'all do this way? Why do y'all do this way? Why? That shit was awful. But in my defense, I was screaming. I've been screaming for the last day. So, yeah, that's what it is. Man. I'm trying to figure out. Tush Push ran 3 times in a row when Jalen was getting smacked around. That was a choice. For sure. I don't think I have anything else to say about this offense outside of whatever that we've been saying for the past year. Is that this offense fucking sucks. And a lot of you guys are going to be on Jalen Hurts. And it's not exclusively his fault. So you got to understand, hold him accountable. But this little 180 switch up some of y'all are doing is fucking weird and doesn't even make sense. I'm going to tell you something that I noticed. AJ Brown's body language was completely off the whole game, even when he was catching a ball. I know when he in sync, I've seen it before. He looks checked out. Even when he was getting the ball thrown his way, he was catching it, he looks checked out. I like the little wrinkles they threw from time to time with the little shovel pass. It kind of was a little creative in that, but it just doesn't even feel right, bro. It don't feel right. It feel like goddamn Beyonce trying to rap on a Griselda beat. This is for my beehive. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit don't even sound right. You know what I mean? Like, it sound like fucking Rihanna gangbanging. You know how fucking stupid that like just the thought of it. You know what I'm saying? And I have to say, like, yo, Rihanna's from the Caribbean. You know what I'm saying? I get that, but like, it's Rihanna to be like, yeah, man, fuck my ops, fuck all of these bitches. 50 time bitches is 50 time. Like, shit would look weird as fuck. Like, imagine Mariah Carey sitting up there trying to rap like NBA Youngboy, like trying to get on like the blaxploitation beats and shit. Like, it wouldn't even sound right. You know what I'm saying? Like, but anyway, moving forward. The offense was not even the worst of our problems. Well, it was. But let me tell you something about this motherfucking defense. Trash bats! I need some trash bats! Because they fucking stink! The whole motherfucking defense stink. Zach Bourne probably played. I don't recall Zach Bourne ever playing that bad since probably, I'd say, New Orleans of last year. But that's probably his worst game of his whole career as a Philadelphia Eagle. Zach Bourne was fucking terrible. Nigga, I couldn't even tell if Zach Bourne was a football player or he was like a participant on Disney on Ice. I couldn't fucking tell. I don't know if this nigga try for the Winter Olympics. I don't know. I don't know what in the fucking Blades of Glory he was doing last night, but I wasn't feeling it. This was Zach Bourne every play. Swear to God on my soul. And I love Zach Bond, but Zach Bond, I gotta hold you accountable for playing like garbage. You remember those memes and shit? Like them little edits where like they do like the cannon boom, they're like, fuck! And it got, I think it's Sad Baby be like, when he's sitting on one of the streams and shit, and they modulate it. This was Zach Bond, I swear to God, on every play. Fuck! 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 That nigga, I'm about to bust my ass. That nigga was getting his shit. He was getting his goddamn ankles snatched. I mean, snatched. That nigga was getting robbed for everything he got. Merry Christmas, motherfucker. That nigga was getting robbed, bamboozled, fooled without a gun. The nigga, the Giants went up with their goddamn fingers like motherfucking Clint Eastwood from in Gran Torino and robbed this nigga out of everything he had. They said, no, not my mother's J. Yeah, get that shit up too. Not the Rolly. God damn. Yeah, that too, motherfucker. Let it go. Give me that shit. I'ma steal whatever's left of your goddamn hair, nigga. No, it's growing back. I swear to God, it's growing back. Give me the pair. Matter of fact, fuck that. Give me some goddamn tweezers. No, God, no. Zach Ball was getting his shit. I swear to God, I think this nigga was like in a Leo video. That motherfucker was like, rock the boat. What the fuck? I forgot the work the middle. Switch positions. That motherfucker was getting rocked every which way. It was like one of the fucking Rocky films and shit. Like, you know how Apollo Creed and Rocky Balboa was trading punches and they dead tired? That was Zach Bond. That was Zach Bond all fucking last night. I just saw that nigga fall over, get his shit shook. And listen, we got some more people. Jalen Hunt, how the fuck do you drop an interception to your former DB? Your hand, when you got bigger, did that automatically mean your hands, you ain't got no hands no more? Look at your hands. They ain't got shit. Look at your hands, son. Look at your hands. What happened? And Jalen, I'm going to be honest with you. And again, this is your first year starting. But you need to do more. He doesn't do shit. And I don't want to call him ass. But you're kind of like, you're kind of borderline. You kind of, watch the landing. That's your career right now. It's like, I don't want to call you ass. If you ass, you're going to nosedive through the goddamn Earth's core. But right now, you're like, It's like, goddamn, you're scaring all the fucking passengers. Like, you either know how to drive the motherfucking plane or you don't. But yeah, Jalen Hunt, you got to play better. Jalen Hunt, you too goddamn quiet. Moro Jomo was decent, but Jordan Davis, JD, Wiki, JD in the house. Woo. JD, I fuck with you, but you being friendly to Jackson Dart, hey buddy, how's it going? High five. I'm too low. Oops, you're slow. Okay, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. You got a rock. God damn it. Rock, scissors. You got paper. You got paper. I'm cutting. What the fuck was all that goddamn friendliness? What was all that friendliness on that side? What was going on? What was happening? What was all that goddamn friendliness? That's too much. We're in a rivalry game in prime time. Can you act like you can't stand a nigga? Listen, all we gotta do, just for an hour, maybe two, maybe hour and change. I just need you to act like this motherfucker that broke into your mother's house while she was sleeping and stole all your goddamn baby pictures like motherfucking Friday after next. I need you to just, I can't stand this bitch ass nigga. Fuck him, his mama, and anybody that love this nigga. You just gotta have that for 60 minutes, okay? And then after the game, you wanna do a little jersey swap. You wanna tell her, hey, yo, listen, I respect you after the game. Cool! During the game, this is a fucking rivalry. As far as you concerned, that nigga a bitch. That nigga done fucking whooped your ass, and you gotta get your get back. That nigga Draymond Green your ass. I tell you, Jordan Poole, I gotta get my get back, and nigga, we ain't fighting fair. Pow, pow, pow. That's what you gotta. That's how you gotta act like during a goddamn rivalry game. Okay. To Darius Smith, I didn't see him out there. I saw Aziz Ojolari. He didn't do much. But I'm not gonna hold him to such a high standard because he just started coming on the field, right? Jalen Carter, you already know he's done with the shoulder. He was out with a knee injury. Sorry, he's out with a heel injury. They sat him out. Dickerson's gonna miss like 2 to 3 weeks ish. Cal Coutera's out with an oblique injury, so he didn't play. So he was somewhat shorthanded. But boy, I'm telling you right now, this defense is good enough to play without Jalen Carter. They're supposed to be at the very least. Ty Robinson got some action. Needs more plans. We need to see what he can do. Maybe with a more elevated role because, you know, I don't know if JC's going to come back next game or not. I don't know. Maybe he will. Nakobe Dean, I guess, I didn't see him at all. They say he was going to play, but he didn't. I don't think it would have been hurt to throw him in for like 4 or 5 plays, but his Fangio, that's the way he did it. That's what it is. Jahad Campbell was solid. Not perfect, but he was solid. I'm not complaining about him too much. Quinyon, prayers out for you. I think he had a hamstring injury, and boy, Adoree Jackson. By the way, I gotta get on y'all ass about something, bro. You guys have the fucking nerve, the audacity to literally tell me that Kelee Ringo was a good corner because of some fucking PFF ratings you saw on Twitter. Let me tell you something right now. I watched Darius Slay. I watched James Bradbury in 2022 now. Who else? Did I watch you? I'm trying to remember who else. I watched Isaiah Rodgers come in. Though he wasn't perfect, wasn't better than Slay, he was solid. I watched good cornerback play. And I'm going to tell you something right the fuck now. Kelee Ringo maybe made a play or two better than Adoree Jackson. But it ain't that much of an upgrade, nigga. You go from a goddamn Big Mac to a quarter pounder. What's the fucking difference? Oh, one more beef patty. Still the same motherfucking burger. Maybe slightly different ingredients, but it's from McDonald's. Quarter pounder, a Big Mac to a quarter pounder. That's what you're getting from Kelee Ringo to Adoree Jackson. That's it. And you guys on social media, well, I don't know why you get on Kelee. He's such a good corner. He's really good. Trust and believe me. You niggas is about, like, you might as well come up to me trying to sell me some fucking life insurance looking like this. Hey, what's good with you, bro? What's happening with your family? I hope you're doing good. You know, we all die one day. Some may die in an hour. Some people might die tomorrow. We just never know. So you just want to be prepared. So brother, sister, can you come here real quick? Oh, yeah, I got this brochure right here. You just look at it right here. Got all sorts of plans. And you ain't got to get paid. Well, guess what? You just pay me in spurts. You pay me like $100 today, just today. And then I promise just over time, we work and we build that relationship. You motherfuckers was better off trying to sell me fucking life insurance looking like a fake ass Tupac with glasses, dog. Trying to sell me all that bullshit that Kelee Ringo was a good corner. Stop. Now, granted, I said Kelee Ringo not even good enough to be in a rotation. That's a lie. 4th, 5th stringer, maybe. But other than a 4th and 5th stringer on a football team, Kelee Ringo's not a number 1, and he's damn sure not a number 2, and I hardly believe it, and he definitely can't play nickel. And then Cooper can't really go to the outside because Matt McWilliams, I think he's injured. But you niggas try to gaslight a nigga into believing that Kelee Ringo was good. I watched James Bradbury 22. I watched Isaiah last year. I watched Slay last year. I watched Slay in 22. I know what good quarterback play is. I watched Slay bits and pieces in 2023. I know what good cornerback play is. Believe me. I watched, what's that guy named? Jalen Mills. Not always perfectly played with good, but with good effort. I watched it. I watched Malcolm Jenkins be moved around the field. I watched Chauncey Gardner-Johnson be moved around the field. I watched Cooper DeJean and I watched Quinyon Mitchell. Okay? I know what good cornerback play is. And I've never, at any of these 3 motherfucking games, have thought Kelly Ringo was a good cornerback. What the fuck are we talking about? It's not to say he can't develop, he can't get better, but he's not good. He's not. He's trash. And I'm sorry, I gotta put it like that. He's trash. Why don't you do me that favor, brother? That food looks a little burnt. Why don't you just put that in there? Thank you so much. That's Kelly Ringo's game as a corner, bro. Trash. Sorry, it is what it is. I said what I said. I don't give a fuck. He's trash. And for Andrew McCouber, by the way, Blankenship, I hope he's okay because he ran to Cooper DeJean and got the worst of it. I hope Blankenship is okay. But I gotta be honest with you. We was making Cam Scatterbo look like motherfucking prime Christian Ayoke. That motherfucker was looking like Larry Zonka out there. That motherfucker was looking like Franco. That nigga was looking like Earl Campbell out this bitch. Y'all made Cam Scatterbo look like, bruh, hey. That this motherfucker doing backflips and shit. I mean, what the hell? I mean, Lord. Andrew McCouber, can I be honest with you? He is a rookie. He is a 2nd round pick. Everybody has to learn and get better, and that is okay. Here's where I draw the line. I think, and it's the honest God's truth, I don't think the Eagles, maybe I don't know if it's Vic Fangio's decision, Howie, I don't know what's going on. I feel like that Vic Fangio got more control of this defense. I feel like that, the keys are somewhat handed to him. Number one, why did you get rid of Chauncey Gardner-Johnson? Because I have to ask you, why did you bring him here in the first? Why did you bring him to Philly? If you knew what he was, you knew the type of personality he was, he a little bit of a loose cannon. Well, guess what? Every team needs a loose cannon. But you know that there's good intention side. It's kind of like you got that crash out brother, crash out cousin. Now, as long as he's not over the top, when he come talk to him, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you my dog and everything, but you got to chill out. You got to scale it back some. All right, I got you. And he doesn't. Like, everybody needs a Tony Yayo. Tony Yayo was wilding back then. Those that don't know, you know now. He was wilding. But guess what? Tony Yayo and 50 is still close to this day. And look, even Yayo matured and he's starting to look at life differently now. You understand what I'm saying? So everybody need a crash out. Right? Everybody needs somebody like, yo, you play with Brody, I'm gonna slap the shit out you. Everybody need that one friend in their corner like that. Okay? But Chauncey had good intentions. Chauncey, despite the fact maybe Slay didn't mention him, maybe the team wasn't really like too fond of his behavior off the field with the social media antics and shit like that. Chauncey had good intentions, man. And I am cool with some of this shit. Maybe he didn't necessarily align with what the Eagles want, quiet, humble people. Maybe he wasn't. Maybe, he talk a lot of shit. Okay, so what? So? But if you had no intention of re-signing him, because there's no way in the hell you decided, this had to be a situation where it's like, you know what, let's just, I think it was dirty. And I love Howie Roseman. I love Jeffrey Lurie. I truly do. But that was kind of dirty. You didn't have no goddamn intention of keeping him here long term. Why did you just get rid of him like that? Knowing that he brought y'all a Super Bowl and you guys went to the Super Bowl every time you've been with him. And he can play and he understands the system. And he showed, like I said before, he showed leadership in that Baltimore game. You don't win that Baltimore game if he's not on the field. And you know what? He's right. And every time I'm out there, we don't get a Super Bowl. But you know what? He's starting to look like this really started to age well. Am I right? So why did you bring Chauncey Gardner-Johnson to waste money and resources if you had no intention of bringing him back? It just makes no sense. Okay, let's move on from Charles Johnson situation because whether I like it or not, they made the decision. It is what it is. Because you have to look at the financial situation. Like, yo, we got to pay Jordan. You got to pay Jalen Carter. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't get it. I'm confused. But look. Let's just say we're going to move on from the Charles Johnson situation. And let's just say, okay, Justin Simmons wanted to be an Eagle this time. The first time he did not. He wants to be an Eagle. He worked well with Fangio. But Cooper doesn't have to play right away. Why? He's not a generational talent. He's a very good football player, but he's not a generational talent. Jahad Campbell's a generational talent. Jalen Carter's a generational. Cooper DeJean, Quinyon Mitchell, those are generational talents. He's not a generational talent. He's just a very good football player. And that's okay. Not everybody has to be a generational talent. That is okay. Saquon is a generational talent. A.J. Brown, Devontae, those are generational talents. He's not a generation. He's a good football player. A very good football player. Has a knack for the ball. Good tackler. Makes a good effort. But you don't have to play him right away. Why not? And I said this before. So don't act like, oh, why you switch it up now? No, I said this since the goddamn Chiefs game. So he made some big plays, but he also... Something about it, and there's a reason why that Fangio was sticking with Sidney Brown, despite the fact that McCooper was ready. There was a reason for it. And it wasn't just the injuries. McCooper was not ready to start. You got to remember, you have a Super Bowl window. This is a Super Bowl organization. Okay? That's what this is. This is a Super Bowl organization. Explain to me, because I'm confused. This is a Super Bowl organization. Why do you have a guy as your starting free safety that's not ready to play? And it's not to put an end-all, be-all on McCooper because he struggled. He missed some tackles. These are the growing pains of being a rookie. But McCooper is not ready to be a starting safety in this league. And it's obvious. He makes some big plays that kind of make you, like, look, he got a bright future. But he never gave off starter material. Why don't you bring Justin Simmons in, a proven vet who can still play, still got juice? Let him play, let him learn under a full year of Justin Simmons, and who knows how to play better. Justin Simmons was the best safety in the league for like at least a few years. Let him learn under him. And then if Justin Simmons is ass, then you put McCooper in, but let him learn from Justin Simmons. That's a smart thing to do. You got a guy who's already proven he can do it, and he's comfortable in Fangio's scheme. Why didn't you pull the trigger? McCooper doesn't. If McCooper's not ready, don't fucking play. We're in a Super Bowl window. If he's not ready, that's fine. But don't sit up here and try to gaslight me to, I think, no. It's like putting a band-aid on a gunshot wound. That's what they're doing. It's like, there's a gunshot wound in CB2. There's a gunshot wound at the safety position next to Reed Blankenship. And they just putting band-aids over this shit and said, oh, you bleeding. Oh, no, I'm good. No, you bleeding, bro. You gotta go to the hospital. I'm good, bro. You about to pass out. I'm good, bro. Chill out, bro. Damn, I'm good, man. That's what they're doing. That's what it is. Now, I'm trying to figure out, by the way, Sidney Brown, I'm disappointed in you, brother. You had a good streak. You had a pretty damn good streak. I'm not getting into any fights on special teams. And now because you did, you know what we got to do, bro. I celebrated you when you weren't getting to fights, but now, sorry.
With the best Halloween decor from Michaels.
Okay, I'm trying to fucking mute the value so I don't get clipped off. Sidney Brown, this for you, my guy. I'm sorry. It is what it is. I told your ass not to be getting into goddamn fights with special teams. You did so, and I thought you was moving forward and progressing, and you went right back to the low-hanging fruit. And you find out the shit was poisonous, and by the time you had a stomach ache, it was too late. All right, moving the fuck on. It was funny as hell how motherfucking so Jackson Dart, I forgot who made the hit. Might have been Jahad Campbell. And it was on Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart, it was trying to, he got hit hard. His head might have hit the turf. It was evaluating him for concussion. Bro, it was like John Q in that motherfucker. I want to see my son! That's how goddamn Brian Dable was. That shit was funny as hell. Even Cam Scatterbo. But like, listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. The Giants fans, I got to give y'all credit. I got something to be excited about. This dude is a player. He came out there. Again, I think it was very stupid to try to launch yourself into a player. You could have got penalized. You probably should have. There's also a missed PI on A.J. Brown, I think in the fourth quarter, but like the saying goes to the Eagles, they don't like us and we don't like them. Now, last but not least before we end this, pray tell me this. We're losing. We're getting our asses trenched, whatever the fuck you want to call it. We're getting our asses beat. BTA by the New York little niggas. Cause that's what I call them. They the New York little niggas. But like, all right, man, stay in school. Make sure you get that home. Hey, make sure you involve yourself in extracurricular activities after school. The New York little niggas. That's what the Giants ought to be. Now, guess what the motherfucking Eagles were doing? Guess what they were doing? Guess. Wild guess. Jalen Hurts was like, you know how at the end of a movie, the goddamn protagonist, when shit done blown up and there's yellow tape and there's police cars, and then the fucking police chief or the commissioner telling the protagonist that they're the goddamn hero. The fucking Jalen Hurts was making goddamn hero faces and shit. We get our ass beat. It's not a fucking movie, nigga. I fuck with you, Jalen, but I'm sorry. It's not a goddamn movie. And then that's what everybody else on the sideline was doing. Oh, for real? Oh, really? Damn, I didn't know that. Where is the emotion from this fucking team? And speaking of emotion, there was a time we was trying to go no huddle, especially at the end of the first half. And the only person with a sense of urgency was Saquon motherfucking Barkley. Everybody would just go up to the sidelines just like this. Oh, shit. Hey, get my shoe, bro. Get my shoe, man. Make sure you get my shoe. Hold on. Get my shoe, bro. All right, damn. I think I got a cramp. Hold on. Saquon was the only motherfucker on that last drive leading into the end of the first half with a sense of urgency. And boy, I'm telling you right now, bro. That pissed me all the way the fuck off. Just explain to me why niggas is up here. We about to get our ass beat. We got blown the fuck out. We got 2 losses in a row. We lost in prime time to a rival. And motherfuckers is up there like saying, knock, knock, who's there? Your mama. Your mama who? Your mama brought some bean pies. I knew that shit. Hey, baby, what I'm saying? My mama fat as fuck. You already know. Hey, listen, I saw you looking at my mama's ass. I knew you wanted to tap that shit a few times, but I already got it down. You already. I'm letting you know. Like, what the fuck was that? What are we doing here? I need to see niggas getting cursed out. I need to see Gatorade stands being flipped over. I need to see people yell in people's faces. I need to see, like, you know how it was a scene in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles where goddamn Steve Harvey. Steve Martin and John Candy was like, what did you do to my car? I don't know. Why is it on fire? I got into an accident. How did you get into an accident? I just did. Can you drive? I guess. The fuck do you mean you guess? I guess. Why didn't I see none of that shit happen on the sidelines? I didn't see nothing. This team was laughing and giggling. Like they're trying to ask out a chick. Dog, we getting our ass beat by a rival on primetime. Where the fuck is the pissed off face? The old person, like, Devontae and AJ look like AJ just looked checked out. Devontae looked emotional. Like, bro, this team better get his shit together because I don't have time to relive 2023 again. I do not. We must move forward. And I already got a loss on my weekly predictions, so I'm now 0-1 starting off the week. What's done is done. Me yelling and curse people out, it ain't gonna change nothing. All this gonna have to change. Potentially an offensive coordinator. It's probably won't happen until the end of the year because it doesn't really make sense to do so now because you just basically sitting up there and breaking gas. You see Sharon Noble, Sharon Noble, everything. Get out the life! You got to get out the life! Not my phone! Fuck your phone! It's a radiation thing. But I need my phone! I got holes in your codes. No, but fuck your phone, nigga! We gotta get out of here! And then that's like motherfucker coming like, yo. But like, guys, guess what? I just robbed the gas tank. No. Listen, let me show you. The motherfucker poured a gasoline tank. And that's what the equivalent of what you'll do if you try to bring Mike McDaniels or somebody else in the fold right now. So, man, that's all I gotta say. I got what I needed to get out. It is what it is. What's done is done. And I'm done with this team. Now I'm playing. I love my Eagles, but they gonna fuck up my weekend. Now, what's gonna happen? I know I said, you want to watch some highlights and shit? Yeah, but let me think. You know what? Let's try to end on a positive note. I'm gonna end this stream particular, but we'll watch the Kansas State and the Baylor game that I didn't get a chance to see. We'll do that right now. So hold on one second. Oh, real quick. Peace, y'all. I see why you keep calling. What?